Once, there was sunshine.
A sprawling continent and people full of life.
Though there was war and hardship.
We knew there'd always come a dawn.
But that was 100 years ago.
And this is now.
Now there is the dusk, a choking miasma of shadow and fear. It keeps us from straying outside of Ithaca, of finding out if there's anyone else out there.
And inside of town, well, we'd be lost without the sunstone. No one knows where it came from, but one day it fell from the sky, giving us a tiny sliver of what there was before.
And now, when we go to sleep at night, it's different.
There are new days, sure.
But there will never, ever be a new horizon.
I'm 5'6". I have no idea how you're doing that, but
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great.
Yeah,
Naomi,
I'm like holding up.
You see
Yeah, you're like
Naomi
right here.
collect her things from this kind of ranger stand. She picks up a quiver full of arrows and some supplies for camping, those types of things, just basic adventuring supplies, and follows behind the two of you. You see that she is taking a little bit more of a distant space, like she's letting you guys walk a little bit ahead. I think there is a little part of her that is seeing an excitement on her niece that is hard to keep trying to tamp down.
All right,
Well,
so
okay, so the first thing that I ever built was like, okay, I was like 4 when I built something, but the thing that I built was just like my dad was teaching me how to solder, so I just like soldered like 2 pieces of metal together, and then I sort of just was waving that around for like a little bit, for like probably like a year, and then
Lux, if you are looking for some tools, there is no better material than Luxodite. How would you feel about having a Luxodite hammer that glows so you could even hammer things in the dark?
Okay, I know her pupils were big before, but they're like, her eyes are like full black, just like, hammer.
Listen, if you can dream it, you can make it. What is this mission that you're going on? What other things do you need? I'm sure I have plenty of stuff back at... Welcome to Luminosities.
At this point, Naomi is kind of a little out of earshot. She is just letting you two mingle.
Okay. I turn around and I'm checking where she is, and then I just sort of blurt out, I'm like, okay, well, one of my mom's siblings has been in the dusk for a while, and so I think my aunt is supposed to go out and like find them, which is really cool and fun. Like, and she's done that before. She's like very capable and really
when is she going?
I don't know. She hasn't signed the contract yet. Probably tomorrow sometime. There wasn't like a date or anything on the contract, at least not that I saw. But you can't tell her that I read that because I wasn't supposed to.
I'm going to have you wait right here. And I go, here, take a look at this. And I hand you a snow globe with like Luxodite inside.
That's great.
And I turn on my heel and I go and I grab the folder that I was handed, and I open it and I look at it because I kind of have a feeling when you said people missing in the dusk, mission that leaves probably tomorrow, I went, oh shit. So I opened the folder.
Blossom, you would open the folder and read, by the authority vested in this office under Charter 17, B, Dusk Retrieval and Special Operations, The Brimstone Mining Company hereby contracts the services of Blossom Nebron for immediate deployment across the Misty Peak under sealed directive. This assignment shall remain classified and is not to be disclosed to external parties under penalty of contractual breach. Objective: locate and assess the status of a prior sanctioned expedition comprised of the following Duskwalker operatives: Kel Gallinadel, Celine Fondfrog, Jojo, and Trunks Holler. And
Shit.
Celine would be the name that you...
Yeah. No, I know it. All right. I think that
is the snow in the
Blossom,
snow globe made of dusk?
it's got. It does actually, I think, have, because it's enclosed, it has like something made of luxodite, but it does also have a little bit of dusk in it. It's probably one of the actual cooler things that Blossom has that doesn't hurt other people. And it's definitely something that Tom made when he was really high. Because that's kind of the thing, is Blossom brings stuff back from the dusk and then just gives it to Tom and says, all right, get really high and do something with this. And that's kind of their working relationship.
Wow, that's my dream.
Yeah.
I want someone to pay me to get really high and then do shit.
Yeah, and I keep most of the money and more kind of give him I give him room and board and weed.
Sure. And a basin to piss in.
And a basin that I guess he's been pissing in. That
a
fucking
bed to
sucks.
sleep in and a basin to piss in.
That is our.
There you go.
That is where we take our baths.
As the saying goes.
So it's really fucked up that he's been pissing in it, and I still haven't come to terms with it. So yeah, I think that Blossom reads this, and she shuts it, and then she looks over at you and goes, Daiya, you said your name was correct?
Daiya? Yeah, Daiya Yamada.
Daiya Yamada, you got a real bright future. This one's on the house. And I spin you around, and I give you a tiny little push back to your aunt. And I say, we're closed. And I start to pack up Blossom's Bluminosity's caravan.
Did you want the snow globe?
No, you can have it. We're closed for a family
You didn't pay
event.
for that, did you, Daiya?
No, she just said it's on the house.
Great. Yeah.
Look, it's sparkly.
I see that. You see she takes a kind of interesting look at it, seeing that there's some dusk in there. All right. We'll just be careful with that.
Hey, is dusk radio, as we're like walking out, you just like, Blossom just like hears me go, is dusk radioactive? Can I sleep with this behind next to my bed?
No, it's not radioactive. If it breaks out, that's a problem. It could, affect you. So.
Okay, so I'm not going to break it.
You're not going to break it.
I'm not gonna break it.
You're not going to break it.
Okay, I'm not gonna break it.
Great. Good.
I was just gonna make like a little hole to see if I could like get a syringe in there. I'm not gonna do that.
All right. Hey, listen.
Anymore.
Let's go home. Let's go back home. We're gonna eat a quick second meal, okay, before we head out for the Sunstone tonight. All right?
Yes, second meal.
Yeah, it's important.
I think that
we eat like hobbits from another famous franchise. We eat, and then an hour later we eat another full meal.
Right? Yes, of course. Yep.
And then 20 minutes later we snack.
Yeah. Why do you think I carry hunks of cheese with me?
I was wondering where your hunks of cheese were.
I keep, but why do you think I have so many pockets? They're mostly filled with cheese.
Oh,
what?
God.
What? I take out a really old piece of cheese from a bottom pocket that I forgot about.
Naomi swipes it from you, and
it's aged.
And throws it in the distance.
Ow. It makes a hole in a wall, it's so hard. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe not that piece is good, but The rest of them are fine.
Yeah, we should not be eating pocket cheese, honey.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
pocket cheese. Good name for a band.
Let's go. We gotta pack your bag for the trip and then head out. Okay.
I'm coming with you?
If you want to. You said you wanted to go on an adventure.
I thought that was the adventure. We just met a gnome lady. She gave me a gift.
No, a real adventure.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, how much shouldn't I bring is a better question.
We'll talk when we get home, okay?
Okay.
Daiya and Naomi walk away and start to head back towards their home. Blossom, you are packing up. You have kind of wrangled up your caravan and closed up shop. What else is Blossom doing at this point? What is Blossom thinking about what's happening with Blossom?
Blossom is going to, she has everything locked up, everything packed away in its spots. She has shut the little caravan door and is sitting crisscross applesauce. She had to move some of Tom's underwear over to make a bare floor spot, which was pretty fucking annoying. She is sitting crisscross applesauce. She is staring at this fantasy manila envelope, and she is casting the ritual spell, Speak with Animals. So I think that we come across her as she is ending that spell, because she needs to phone a friend, I think.
Heard.
So she's finishing that up.
Yeah, as you cast this Speak with Animals spell, it's a fun opportunity to take a moment to talk about what Blossom's magic looks like. So what does it look like as Blossom casts the spell?
Yeah, for sure. So Blossom is both a rogue and a druid, but her druidic magic is more of kind of like a holdover from her childhood. It's but not something that she has made any real efforts to upkeep past that sort of base level. So I feel like whenever she uses her druidic magic, it comes very, very slowly, and it almost doesn't make much of an impression. Like, I think that because a lot of the magic she uses is very like Speak with Animals, stuff like that. And so if you see it visually, I think it almost just looks like a distortion of the air, like sound wave type of stuff. But I don't think it has any of like the grand magical look of like what a wizard or sorcerer or true archdruid would have. If anything, it's just like, oh my god, it's a little windy in here.
Heard.
It windy.
As you cast this spell, are there specific animals that you're wanting, friends that you're wanting to phone?
I mean, the big friend, because the animals that she has around her, so Sisyphur is her horse, but he's outside. And I say her horse, Sisyphur's his own person. So the other big one that's going to be here that she wants to talk to is Ricky. Ricky is a rat. And he's here sometimes, he's gone other days. He's currently here right now.
Yeah. Ricky is here.
Yeah. So Ricky is kind of who she wants to talk to. Miss Wiggles is around right now. She's kind of an indoor-outdoor cat. She mainly hangs at Blossom's aunt. But sometimes Miss Wiggles comes to the caravan to get a break from Blossom's aunt.
Heard. So
Miss Wiggles is here too, but I think that Blossom wants to talk to Ricky the rat.
Yeah. You begin to speak to Ricky. Ricky is a thick rat. He's got he's got
Juicies.
he's a juicy New York rat.
Yeah. I've been feeding him too much.
And you go to talk
yeah.
to Ricky.
Rick, I can't remember. Have you been working on your reading, or do I need to read this to you? I can't remember.
No, I've been reading much lately, no.
All right. They're trying to send me out again, which is nothing new. You know, everyone wants a piece of Blossom.
Yeah, you're a formidable foe.
I know. But Ricky, you remember Celine.
Yeah, how can I forget her?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, my mistake. So she's one of the people that's missing.
Oh.
I mean,
What about Dot? Is Dot okay?
I don't know, Ricky. I don't know if Dot's okay. I mean, I assume this is the thing. They're trying to send me out after Celine, but we all know Celine can take care of her damn self. She's made that known many times.
This is true. But may I posit something potentially helpful in your time of need?
Ricky, pause it away. I am always happy to listen to your expertise.
Thanks. Ricky starts to walk around and shyly start talking, because anytime Ricky talks with semi-intelligence, he kind of gets shy and kicks the ground a little bit like a shy kid.
Oh, but he's
And
so smart.
He goes, well, I just think maybe sometimes, Blossom, that people push us away because they're scared to accept the love that we want to give them. So maybe the fact that Celine is always saying that she's okay and she doesn't need your help is because actually she really wishes she could accept your help, because she really likes how you see her, but maybe she doesn't like how she sees herself.
Ricky, that sounds like a crock of shit.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That can't be true. That sounds so fake.
You're probably right.
You're
I
right.
should probably just stick to eating people's scrap food.
Hey, no, I have saved you some real dinner. And then I grab, I go under the bed and I pull out, a wrapped sandwich that says Tom's sandwich on it, and I unwrap it and I go, he'd want you to have
Holy
this.
shit. My favorite Tom sandwich.
Yeah,
I
I know.
love Tom sandwiches.
And listen, I know you do. That's why I always give you one every single time that you come here.
So, oh man, Wyatt and Egbert and Pippy Ippy are gonna be so friggin' jealous.
Is it Pippy Ippy these days?
So
Last
friggin'
time I
jealous.
thought it was Pippy Yoopy or something last time. You keep
Oh,
changing
well,
it.
last time he was experimenting with Pippy Skippy, but we're just
Oh.
trying to make him stay consistent. Pippy Ippy sounds nice.
It does. It sounds very nice. I just don't know. It feels...
What
Do you
feels bad about it?
Do you think that if it was the other way around that she'd go after me?
Oh. That's a heavy question.
Well, you're a heavy rat.
Yeah. Ricky goes, may I be blunt with you again, my friend?
Ricky, I think that I don't trust anyone to be blunt with me except for maybe you. So go ahead.
I think basing whether or not you go on whether or not she would have come after you is highly egotistical and selfish and unkind. It shouldn't matter if someone would do something for you. You should do it because it's right and kind for them.
Ugh. Ricky, you just say the sweetest things about me.
No, I don't really know what you're talking about. I just eat scrap foods. And
You
he kicks
do,
his
you
feet
do.
shyly and swivels from side to side.
You know what? Ricky?
Yeah?
I think
What?
I will go on this mission. and I'm gonna save her. And I'm gonna
Really?
and I'm gonna rub it in her fucking face that it wasn't one of her dumb dusk walker squares. It wasn't any of her little government goons. It was me.
Yeah.
It was me that saved her, and there's nothing she can do about it.
Oh. Yeah.
And she's gonna feel so
Okay.
stupid. She's gonna feel so dumb.
Maybe. Yeah.
It is gonna be great.
Hey, you know me. I'm just a rat with large philosophical feelings who eats scrap food. But, I think as long as you're...
I'm sorry. I love him so much. He's so good. Is that what his description is? His large philosophical rat?
You are nailing it, Dellan, based on the notes I gave you.
I did literally write in my notes, New York rat Ricky with a bunch of hearts around it, and I need everybody. He's my favorite. I love him.
No, I just think, if you're gonna go out and do something kind, maybe lauding it over the people that you did the kind thing for negates the kind act.
And see, I'm gonna let you know.
But again, I'm just a big rat with
Ricky,
big feelings.
Ricky,
who eats scraps.
I'm not gonna lie. I did my brain kind of turned into a white noise machine there at the last part, and also maybe the first part and the middle part. But I think I'm gonna go and rub all this shit in Celine's face, and I'll tell Dot that you said hi.
Hey, you tell Dot that I just wanted to say this to her. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, because she's...
Get it? 'Cause she's a crow.
Yeah, because she speaks crow. That's really great. I think that'll mean a lot to her for sure.
I've been asking Wyatt to collect pages of crow translations so that I could learn to speak in her native tongue.
And that's really beautiful, and I really think it's going to work out for you one day, Ricky.
Thanks. I'm just a big time rat trying to make it in the world. So.
All right. Well, Ricky, I gotta be there by tonight. Will you take care of the caravan while I'm gone? Because God knows Tom can't do it.
Yeah, you want me to swindle some folks?
Oh yeah, you know the drill for sure. Leave
gonna
this
leave
place
me some
better than you.
scraps?
Yeah, I'll bring you some scraps, and you leave this place better than you found it. And by that, I mean with a little bit more cash under the pillow and a little less sandwiches under Tom's.
Do you want me to dispatch some of my boys out on the venture with you?
I mean, if you want to send some of them out into the field, I know you would only send your best.
Well, Pippy Hippie is the only one that's free right now, so I don't know if you're getting best, but I could certainly send him.
Alright, does he still got that thing on his tail?
Yeah, he's still a little dusk touched. So if he just seems off or he kind of stares into the abyss for a few hours at a time, it's totally normal.
I'm just gonna try to only walk. I'm gonna just try to walk only in front of him and not behind, because he's a real eyesore from certain
Certain
that angles
are
are really
nightmare.
Certain
Holy
angles
shit.
are really harsh on the eyes.
It's like he's dragging around a pus-filled pus ball.
We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it.
It's like he's one of those wrecking ball dinosaurs, but it's pus and flesh instead of hard rock.
And I think the reason that you kept it around is because you didn't think he'd live this long, but now it feels cruel to
honestly,
oh
he was married to my sister. They had a messy divorce. Nobody wanted to love him anymore, and I just felt bad for the guy. He was stuck going to rat baseball games in his free time.
And I didn't even know about this. Why haven't we talked about this? I thought we were friends.
Oh, it's Pippy's it's Pippy's own business.
You're right. And you're a good friend, Ricky.
Thanks.
Well, be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and don't do anything I would.
So I won't do nothing.
There you go. That's the ticket.
You see he plops down a fat butt onto the ground and just sits like a human sitting on the floor.
Great.
I love him. I love him.
I think that Blossom starts to, bundle some stuff in a bag, and then she like snatches up the manila folder like to sign it, and then she takes like one last look at Celine's name and kind of like sighs, but then signs it and goes back to bustling and putting everything away.
As you sign the paper then engulfs itself in flame.
God fucking damn it.
And you see inside the folder is a stamp for the Brimstone Mining Company. And it just says, meet at the Sunstone on the inside of the folder, where it once did not say anything.
Fucking dramatic pieces of shit. All right, takes one to know one.
As you begin to make your way towards the Sunstone, which is probably about, 45-minute walk, maybe a little longer from the caravan, we will kind of transition / time jump to Daiya and Naomi at the Yamada residence. Pretty much everybody is still home. It's probably 2-3 hours later from when you left for breakfast. And you've kind of packed up. I will say that Naomi would probably pitch this to your parents as a really harmless, we're just going to go to the kind of Luckstone, lit area of town, which is on the other side of the Misty Peak.
Yeah.
So
I think we kind of talked about it on the walk back home, and we sort of concocted a little white lie.
Yeah.
Because I think we've done that in the past where she's taken me out and we do not tell my parents everything that was going on.
Absolutely.
Because we have fun, cool secret adventures, but nothing like this. This is probably the longest thing that we'll ever embark on, or we have ever embarked on. So Daiya's excited.
Yeah. So just something to reference is that you would all know that Ithaca is a town that, for the most part, existed on one side of the Misty Peak. And that side is the side that the Sunstone is lodged into. But in recent years, it has expanded through the Misty Peak, through a traversing tunnel, to the other side, and they have expanded thanks to the use of luckstones. And that side of the mountain is entirely lit by luckstones, not at all receiving any of the sunstone light. And so you would, the kind of lie or concoction that you were telling your mom and dad is probably that you guys are going to venture out to that luckstone lit area to do some adventuring and exploring. Right, just some living.
Just some routine stuff we've done before.
As you guys begin to embark and leave the house, your dad runs up to you, Ken, and stops you. Says, "Hey, so before you go, do you think, do you think you'll get close to the Sunstone?"
I look over his shoulder at my aunt, and I'm
she says,
"Yeah, man."
She goes she gives you a very careful gesture.
Okay. I mean, I don't know where our adventures. Maybe.
Well,
solid a solid maybe.
Could I ask you a favor?
Yeah, of course.
He kind of pulls out the device that was on the stand earlier, and he says, "Would you take this and use it on the Sunstone if you get close?"
What does it take did I notice if it took like a sample of the wall?
You would notice that it is in the hollow end holding a small chunk of that wall.
Ew, icky. I don't know why that grosses me out.
Ew.
Yeah. Think like a router. I think that's, or grouter. I don't know what it's called. It's like a wood cutting machine that can cut like grooves into things. It would be like able to cut out and then take.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Take whatever you've cut out.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, you said wood stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
Wood.
I understand.
Trust me, I get wood stuff.
I get wood. I mean, yeah, Dad. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna do I have to like keep it level, or like is there like a special?
No.
box that
You
comes
just
in?
got to make sure that it doesn't break at all, even a little bit, because I didn't have enough time to write down all of the detailed blueprints it took to make it. So if it gets destroyed, I'm really, to be honest, worried that it might never be able to be remade.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, no.
Did you bring a box?
Did I what?
Did you bring a
Oh,
box?
I didn't have
for
time
it?
to make one.
Okay. Can I run up to my room and see if I have a box? I definitely have a fuck ton of boxes in my room. Can I go see if I have a
It's
box in
so
my room?
funny.
that's in?
The through line here of father to daughter is so clear.
We're both messes. It's
You
fine.
find a box it's gonna rattle around in there a little bit, but it's the closest you can probably get to.
Okay. I think about putting fabric in it, and then I think about how flammable it got, and think better of putting fabric in it to keep it from rattling it around. And I shove it in the box, and then I put it in my very full pack. I feel like Daiya, like, fully, when she asked, like, is there anything I shouldn't take, that was mostly because she was thinking, I'm going to take everything I own. And because, like, she's like, we're probably going to be gone for, like, a while.
Naomi, very counter to what you've got going on. Daiya has, like, a single, like, satchel bag and is wearing all of her, like, leather armor and carrying her weapons and stuff. To which your mom is
borderline falling over.
Your mom is skeptical because she's like, why would they take their weapons? And Naomi kind of was just like, it never hurts to have them. We're going to keep her safe. Like, it's just, you never know.
She's going to teach me some sparring stuff.
I'm going to teach her some sparring stuff.
Yeah, we both smile really big at my mom. Just like, cheese it.
Your mom then will hand you a small little medal. And you would know this medal to be a kind of, I don't know, medal of, I don't even want to say like a medal of service, really, because it's not that like officially ordained or anything like that, but it belonged to your grandfather. And she says, it's always good to keep it on you. I had it anytime I traveled out of town, and I just want you to have it.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll keep it safe. And, you know that scene in the Princess Diaries where she takes that really nice, like bejeweled box that her grandmother gives it to her, and then she just sort of shoves it in her pack and like she's trying to do it gently, but it's not working because there's just a lot of shit in there, and she's just like clanging around. Like she's like, I'm gonna take really good care of it as like everything is rattling around in her pack.
As you put it in your pack, she goes, oh, okay, I just all right.
No, it's fine.
No, yeah, it's fine. It's like a parent who has realized that you have chosen the incorrect age to pass down this heirloom, but you have made this choice and you cannot take it back without being a horrible person. So she accepts.
27 is the wrong age to give your child a
For
priceless
sure,
heirloom.
too young.
As everyone knows.
And so she swallows that pride and lets the two of you start to march towards the Sunstone. So the three of you kind of making your way towards the Sunstone. Let's kind of talk a little bit, because it's weird to say that it's like the day is now transitioning into night, quote unquote. But in this world, since the last sunset, there's been no sunrise. There's been no sunset since, right? But days still have to be days, and nights kind of still have to be nights for bodies to be able to exist and move and sleep and rest and all of those things. So, since the Sunstone landed, which landed much like a meteorite would crash down into the world, it landed in the side of the mountain, specifically the south side of the Misty Peak, pointing down at the south side of Ithaca. During at kind of similar intervals of 8 hours, or really kind of 12-ish hours, the sunstone gets brighter and then gets dimmer. But the dimmest it ever gets is like a sunset or a sunrise.
Like a therapy lamp. You tap it and it gets brighter and dimmer.
Oh.
But it does get to like a midday, high noon sun at its brightest, right? Like it does get bright. But it's an angled light, right? So if the Misty Peak is, if Misty Peak is
vertical
y-axis, and the town is x-axis, and it's lodged in, there's a weird directional light that comes from the sunstone.
I was like, you're doing hand gestures.
I know. I was trying to translate to
no,
words.
It's good. No, it's like we've got some like fun prism stuff, kind of. With light
and you've got some
shadows.
The way that light catches, and the way that this light catches glass, it does not create rainbows, but it creates other sort of like optical anomalies almost. Like an illusion of like shattered glass at sometimes. People have claimed to have seen things in these anomalies, these moments, like you would see a rainbow on a windowsill or like on your couch if it shines through the glass the right way. People have claimed to see like flashes of silhouettes, or they claim to have seen visions of family members long past. They claim to see the kind of same glistening look that you would see on the top of the ocean when you're swimming underneath and looking up. That kind of like refracting light. So the sunstone, while offering now a bit of like respite, right, from the dark and allowing some sort of a sense of normalcy, has also really infused wonder into this town that was mostly all cogs, hardworking miners, and machinery, with the scattered wizard here or there. It's a much more wondrous place, even after the kind of apocalypse, than it ever was before. So as you two traverse kind of the streets of Ithaca, and the sun begins to quote unquote set and night begins, you begin to see some of these anomalies as you start to meet up. And I'll say that the trio of you, Naomi, Daiya, and Blossom, meet up at kind of a road that will take you to the Sunstone together, but kind of meeting at the fork.
I'm really young. Have I ever seen any of the anomalies before?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Yeah. I am.
And Blossom,
curious.
you can do the same if you would like to.
I feel like I probably have, just because again, Blossom has been around since before the sun went out, so
Right.
I feel like statistically she just kind of goes, she doesn't obey where people tell her to go. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, and Daiya got a 10, so I'm assuming no.
Well, Daiya, I would say that you are not the type of person to see an anomaly and think of it as a wondrous thing, but perhaps think of it as a curious thing of machinery and engineering. Right?
Yeah.
That you would see it with your tinker brain and be like, oh, it must be a kind of metal that it's reflecting off of. Or it must be because it's passing through this type of paned glass versus this type of reinforced glass. You know, like, I think it's more about the analytical part of it than it is the, like, I'm believing I'm seeing something wondrous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get my fingies in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But as you are walking towards the sunstone, the three of you would start to hear a gentle hum begin. Maybe not even like a hum, but like a gentle static, or like the buzz of a TV that's on but not getting signal. You know, like it's just the screen is on, so you can hear the mechanisms whirring and the screen is making a sort of buzzing noise, but there's no sound coming from it. It's just
it's just like
powers on.
Yeah.
Wow, we're really showing our age. I don't know how many people would understand what that means.
I know but it's such a vivid memory for me. So So I think that's
I completely
A
understand.
little bit of like
That's-
the tinnitus kind of like.
a
like,
little bit.
oh, yeah.
And as you get closer, you then realize that you are kind of moving past all the people that are coming home from the mines for the day. You would hear the like abrasive stomps of automatons that work in the mines with these people start to fade as they land in their like docking stations for the night. The stones kind of hum, kind of starts to take on different harmonic structures. It starts to have moments of dissonance or moments of harmony, and it changes as you get closer to it. And you eventually reach the closest that anyone in the public is ever allowed to reach, which is a slated wood fence barrier around the sunstone. It's about...
Would I know if that's close enough to use the thing that my dad gave
So
me, or do I have to get a lot closer?
Yeah, it's about a mile from the sunstone. There's about a mile perimeter
Damn it.
around the sunstone.
Okay, so I'm assuming this prototype is
Not
not
close
good
enough.
for a
Yeah.
mile.
But
Alright,
as you
alright.
near the fence, you would see the hulking figure of Timbre standing at the fence.
Does he look like Babar? That's literally the first thing. Do you know what
The
that is?
elephant.
No,
You don't know? You
Katie,
don't
do you
know
know what that
Babar?
is?
maybe, I don't know.
Whoa.
He's an elephant
He's
in a
an
suit. That's
elephant.
literally the first thing I thought of.
Oh, for sure. Not as kind,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
but yes.
But like, I was like, yeah, that's what elephant man in a suit. Also, I was thinking about how he would hold a pen to like sign something. That's what I was doing. I was like putting the pen in between my knuckles, like trying to figure out how he would sign something.
He's standing at the fence,
got
kind of
hooves.
expectantly, and there's another figure with him, kind of, well, I guess another two figures, really. There is another hulking figure that stands even taller than he does. It seems to be made of stone and rock, several gemstones kind of lodged into it. And sitting atop that figure is what looks like a small child.
I think I look at.
I lean over to Naomi and I go, "Is that allowed?"
Naomi says, "Please don't be insensitive." It's a stone genasi.
No, not that. I mean the child.
They are the stone genasi.
Oh, okay. I'm being an asshole.
I think I look at Timber and I go, all right, you were right. And I slip him like a copper piece, like, and kind of like I'll pay up. I showed up.
Thought you might want to be in on this.
All right. You don't have to keep yapping.
All right. Well, if I could make some introductions before we go meet the lady of the hour, this is Brock, and he points to the child sitting on the top of this stone figure.
Pleasure.
He says, Brock's been out in the dusk for a while. He's a good resource to have. You look at Brock and you see this little boy look down at you and he goes, "Hi, Daiya.
Hi.
I'm Brock."
I'm Daiya.
"Hi, Daiya."
Pleasure to meet you, Brock.
Are you coming with us?
I mean, I signed the contract.
Okay. Were your parents?
And he stands up on the rock figure and he goes, "This is my friend Steven." And he just kind of stands on his shoulders.
All right. Pleasure.
You want to see me and Steven do our thing?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Okay. You see Brock stand straight up on Steven's shoulders. Brock jumps, and you watch Brock kind of jump probably like 30, 40 feet in the air.
Holy
He
shit.
spins around like a competitive diver, and then dives into Steven. And his body kind of phases through Steven. Steven's rock formation begins to fill with light and magic. And Steven's entire body wakes up and kind of takes on this hulking form. And he turns to look at the two of you and says, "Hi, I'm Brock," and sticks out a rocky hand to shake your hand.
All right.
I'm just like so floored by everything that just happened. I just like stick out my hand too and I shake the rock hand.
He shakes your hand.
That's a new one.
And turns to Blossom.
Could I ask you a question?
Please.
I don't mean to sound insensitive. Truly, I don't. Are you still like a young person inside of this?
Yes, I'm still Brock.
Incredible. Brock, I am Blossom Nebron.
Okay.
Put her there.
Brock shakes your hand. If both of you would like to give me an Arcana check or a history check, you can do that.
For sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. All the Daiya can think about right now is her younger cousins. And just being like, are we allowed to take a child with us?
Sure.
Even if they're in like a mech suit sort of thing.
I think that I got a
nat 20, baby!
Nat 20!
Nat 20!
Nat 20!
Let's go.
I think that
that's a 23, baby!
I think
Let's
that
go.
when after I finish shaking Brock's hand, I think he has a business card in it. For Blossom's Bluminosities.
Heard.
You said Arcana or
history.
Okay.
I did. Oh, my nat 20 was for Arcana.
I hate to tell you this, Emiko, but mine was a 21.
Wait.
You also got a nat 20?
I got a 21.
Oh, shit. Fuck yeah.
I got a 23.
Well,
Nice. All right. But did you do a history, Blossom?
I also did Arcana.
Arcana. Great.
Arcana.
So No, sorry, I don't repeat it in a different pronunciation.
You say
so if you like.
Arcana, I say Arcana.
So something that you would know about Genasi, and this is kind of a little thing for our listeners that are a little different in my world, is that I played Genasis as a blending of spirit and element. So Genasis are all a spirit that inhabits an elemental form. The spirit is the part that is the personality and brains and moral and all of that. The elemental form is a body, right? For it to inhabit, to give it material presence. You get the feeling that Brock's time in the dusk affected the physical form, affected the rock part of this, but he is still a Genasi. That is how Genasis are in this world. They are born kind of rogue spirits that have to find an elemental tether to inhabit and embody. And the thing that you can really notice is that this stone creature looks like it's been like welded together with different gemstones and rock types and different sorts of naturally occurring boulders and rocks by like dusk filled like weld lines. Like it looks like whatever the dusk did to this creature, this Genasi, this form, did not affect the spirit, but affected the body, and has now made, when Brock is inhabiting that body, that form, a much more formidable adventurer than maybe he would have been in a more human-looking rock form whenever he was once that.
Christ, Brock, do you have another one of those? Maybe just lying around. I've been told I'm a rogue spirit myself, so I could just climb on in. Maybe.
You see Brock's spirit head pops out. And he goes, "No, ma'am. Steven's just for me." And he sticks out his hand and pats it.
That's great. I'm not sure how I feel about ma'am, but you can keep working on it. Pleasure to be, God, adventuring with you, I guess.
Okay, cool. And you see he kind of slips out of the rock and sits back up on the shoulder. And you watch as Steven then Brock taps Steven on the shoulder. And Steven, almost as if it was like an automaton, stands up. And you watch as Timbre opens the kind of gate to the fence. And they start to walk through as Brock just sits on the shoulder of Steven. In this,
we're doing that, I start to see them like open the gate, and I take out the box that I had my like dad's little thing in. I don't really know, trinket, whatever device.
Yeah. Something that Daiya you would know / Glock is you actually have never seen your uncle Storm in his spirit form, but you do know him to be a Genasi,
right?
An air Genasi.
All I can think about is him being like a 4-year-old boy, like in a Genasi form, and I'm like, oh,
you've never seen him in that disconnected state.
Huh. I think about my Aunt Iris, and I'm like, oh,
fair.
I don't know what that means, and I don't really want to think about that too hard.
As you all walk behind Timbre, you get even closer to the Sunstone until finally you are within about 5-10 feet from it. And as you approach the Sunstone, you see the silhouette of a dwarven woman with hair larger than maybe half her body, She turns towards you, and you see the silhouette of a glorious beard, braided intricately with golden clasps.
Hell yeah.
Amongst it, you see that she has 2 large braids at the front of her hair, and then the back of her hair is where the volume is on her. And it is a mess of curls, and these front 2 pieces have these gigantic golden clasps with the Brimstone family sigil branded into them. You see that she has eyes that glitter and shine with gold flecks in them. And you would now be noticing that you are standing in the presence of the owner, operator, and quite frankly, ruler of this town, Willa Brimstone. The Brimstones are so entwined with the mountain culture that they are believed to have stone in their veins. And the coloration of their eyes comes from gemstone flecks floating around in the iris of their eyeballs.
Ah, shit.
Is she hot?
Very hot.
God damn it.
Oh no.
She has a gorgeous darker skin tone with these golden glowing eyes. She has a bright white smile and this kind of dark brown beard that gets kind of ombre fiery red at the bottom. She's wearing a gorgeous like dwarven politician garb. And she carries 2 great hammers that frame her on either side. Hammer side down, sticks up in the air. And she is kind of leaned up against one of them as it stays remaining straight up.
I like sort of touch one of my hammers in admiration. I'm like, whoa.
She says, "Now, are these my intrepid adventurers?"
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you hear Brock says, "Ready for duty, ma'am," and gives her a little salute. And you see Naomi
I'm obsessed with him.
her bow over her shoulder and says, "Oh, this is gonna be fun, I bet." You see Willa kind of walks towards the group, and she says, "You all read your contracts?"
Yeah, I can read.
Good.
I look at Brock.
Brock goes, "I wed it as it was wed to me."
Okay, yep.
Willa looks to the group of you and says, "I can't stay out here for long because I have more important business to get to, but do you all remember about a week ago, the lights, they flickered?"
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe.
The Sunstone and the Lux Stones, they flickered and they went off for an hour. We returned to darkness. That's a problem, no?
Yeah, that's a fucking problem. I maybe black that out. I was trying not to think about it. But yeah, it's a problem.
Daiya like thinks back and she's like, Daiya's like, I think I was in the workshop, but she's not gonna say that out loud. And she's just not gonna say anything, and she's just like nodding like,
Yeah.
I totally know what you're talking about. No one told me about this.
Well, I was able to dissuade any rumors of dire straits or impending dooms, thanks to Tamber's help. However, about a week before the lights flickered, I had sent a group of Duskwalkers to scope out our friends on the northern side of the Misty Peak. The other half of our town existing in a quasi-light thanks to the Lux Stones. However, I have not heard from them. Not since about an hour before the lights flickered and went off. You have the names of the people that were a part of that group. I would like to ensure that they are safe. Or if they are not safe, I would like to figure out why that is.
You think these two events are connected?
I think that if they made it to the dusk, and then the lights flickered and went out, there's a chance that they didn't find their way back.
Daiya thinks about her uncle's partner and like shudders a little bit.
We all know that prolonged exposure to the dusk can cause problems. If they've deserted and decided to run away, I don't need deserters. I need people who are going to fight for our greater good. If they are lost to the dusk and becoming mutated, horrifying, powerful creatures, certainly don't need that either.
Daiya starts coughing. She's like,
I don't like the idea of sending 2 kids out on this mission, but you were spoken highly of by, and she looks to you, Daiya, and says, by your aunt. And she looks up to Brock, and she says, and by your dad, and looks down at Timbre.
I whirl around and give Timbre the evil eye.
You see that Brock's little spirit boy form changes and kind of poofs away, and he turns into a little elephant boy. And he goes, man.
oh my god.
He goes, Dad, I thought I was supposed to be undercover. And Timbre says, it's okay. Just listen to what she says. And he goes, you sure? And he goes, you're going to be all right. Just listen to her. And Brock looks to the 2 of you and says, oh my goodness gracious, we're going to go on a mission together.
We're going to go on a mission.
I think that you were talking about all these things that you don't need. Were there only 2 other things you don't need? I
don't need attitude.
Oh, well, I don't think that anyone needs that, but we get it whether we lack it or not, don't we?
Right. Look, you're only here because Timbre vouched for you too. This is a high payday. If you succeed, and you can come back with any intel, a dead body, information, confirmation of their death, confirmation of their life, confirmation of their deserting, anything that is of any use to me and their knowledge, or my knowledge of their whereabouts, then great.
Yeah,
you will get paid.
I can tell you care a lot about these people. You know?
You see she turns and moves towards the sunstone, and you watch as she raises her hand to it. And if both of you would give me perception checks as she raises her hand to it.
Yes, I can give you one of those.
Oh, okay. Solid 15.
15.
A gentleman's 5.
Nice. So Blossom, you would notice that she clearly has some sort of connection to this. It's just not surprising. The Brimstones are very big on like connection to gemstones and rock, and you know their bloodline connection to it. But Daiya, you would notice that there is a sort of energy transference between Willa and the Sunstone as she runs her hand over it.
Both ways?
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Ooh, good question, Emiko.
Great
Asking
question.
the good
Roll
questions.
it with advantage. That's a great question.
Oh, okay. Thank you, because that was a 12.
Try again.
Oh, and that was worse. So a
12.
12.
It seems... I don't know if you'll be able to tell. I think you can tell that there's definitely some energy coming off of it, but it's also clear that she's not trying to, like, show you that. So the specifics of who's giving energy, what's giving energy, you don't totally know. But you would notice that as she wipes and that energy transference happens, the spackled interior of the sunstone, which looks like shattered glass that shatters into more glass, that shatters into more glass, that then eventually turns into like comic book stippled dots. You would notice that she swipes it and you can see some sort of silhouette of something. It is not just a glass orb.
Like a humanoid?
You wouldn't know. There's just something that's not the refraction of light. There is something that is not a different texture. There is something that is changing the coloration at some point, and you just can't make out what that size is. But she goes and turns back around to you, and she says, I care more about this town and this mountain and the very rocks beneath your feet than I could care for any sort of ego stroke or pompous piety. I did not hire you because I think that you are honorable. I did not hire you for any other reason other than the fact that I think you're going to do the fucking job. And really, I think you'll pull the fucking trigger and kill these 4 people if I ask you to, and if they need it. Can we do that?
I look at Naomi.
Naomi straightens up. Says, already done if you ask me.
Well, bless your heart.
She had to say it eventually.
Brock climbs up, gets inside Steven, and activates. And you see Brock kind of slams his fists together, and he goes, kill,
Shit.
kill.
Oh no.
And slams his arms down.
Oh my god, guys. Oh
And
no.
Willa turns to you, Daiya.
I mean, I look at Willa, and at the silhouette, like, in the sunstone, and I think about my dad, who, like, wants me to get closer to the sunstone, and how curious and lovable he is, and about my family. I don't want to kill anybody. I've never done that. Like, I'm not, like, super young, but I'm young enough to be like, I've never done that. But I do think that she has a sort of adherence for family that I think not a lot of people have. But if it comes to saving one person over the other and one person is too far gone, I do think that she would go for it.
I think...
So she nods, and...
As you nod, Willa looks to you and says... And grins really large. And she says... Seems not all the Yamada family is lost yet.
I have no idea what that means, but I'm like not really paying attention to what she's saying because I'm blushing so hard because she's so beautiful. And I'm just like, she has so many teeth.
She looks to you and she says, now, the fastest way for you to get through would be to go through the mountain pass. However, I don't quite have time for and she throws up her hands, fastest way, as she mimics quotations.
Of course.
I have time for the only way, and she picks up her 2 hammers, and you watch as she combines them into one larger hammer. And you see she raises it up and starts to swing it around her. And she slams it down onto the mountain. And in the most wondrous bit of like dwarven iron forge magic that you could possibly imagine, a tunnel opens up in the mountain, and a ornate metal opening structure around this tunnel opens and forms. And she says, the Brimstones used to need to get around the mountains faster than anyone else. It's the only way we could protect our wealth. I'm letting you use one of my tunnels. Don't fuck it up. She looks to Timbre and says, we might want to go before the night shift shows up. I like to have plausible deniability. And she...
When she turns to Timbre, can I try to stealth use the device that my dad gave me and press the button?
Yeah, you can.
I'm so scared.
Also, you've already pulled it out, so you don't need to stealth. It would be a sleight of hand, because it's an object you're using to try and stealth, like sneakily use it.
Can I make a perception check just to see if I notice that this is happening?
100%. 100%.
Not that I'll do anything, but I just want to know if I know.
Can I get advantage?
I got a nat 20 on my perception. So I'm wondering if I have a question.
Hey, that's a triple
what's your
crit.
question?
Wait,
no. Oh, triple crit.
Damn it.
Since I
got too excited. No, we only got 2.
Oh, shit. Since I noticed this is happening, and I see that Daiya is attempting to do some tomfoolery, can I go, wait, before you go, come over here. You said you have tunnels? Tunnels?
You pull Willa's focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she says, we do have tunnels.
I'm just wondering, is that how we're also getting back on the return journey? Or is that simply are you just going to throw us out into the dusk through this tunnel and then close them up so we don't have a quick escape plan?
I'm giving you 48 hours.
48 hours?
The tunnel that you exit from will be the tunnel that you can enter from in 48 hours exactly.
I'm just wondering, if this is a 48-hour thing and they disappeared a week ago, why are you finally now deciding to do something about it?
She pulls out a large bag of gold pieces and slams it down. And she says, how about advanced payment?
Okay, as that's happening, does that give me advantage?
It does give you advantage. She is offering to pay each of you 500 gold off the rip.
Okay, that's better. 16.
16.
Yeah. It's not that much better, but it's better.
It is better. Let me roll my dice.
Oh no, what's he doing?
You're welcome, Emiko.
My first roll of the evening.
Whoa, your first roll, DM?
Wow. Yeah. Oh, please roll low.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 16. I don't like that
She
face.
doesn't turn.
I don't like that
She
face.
doesn't acknowledge that you're doing it.
Okay. I take a really quick sample.
Great.
I press the red button and then real quick, get as much as, probably a solid, 10 seconds. Yeah. And then I press the blue button and I put it back in the
Great.
box.
As you do so, you see that Willa has now taken out 500 gold pieces for each of you and put them in their own little satchels. And she says, will this get you to stop asking me fucking questions?
Yes, it will. Have a very lovely night. And I take my 500 gold
to each of you.
You're never going to hear from me again.
Her and Timbre turn around and they begin to walk away as the group of you stand at the mouth of this tunnel. Will each of you give me wisdom saving throws?
Yeah.
Oh. While we're doing that, I kind of... Wait, did she also give 500 gold to the child?
Yep.
To the...
She gave it, started to give it to Brock, and Tamber was like, we're gonna invest that. Like, that's...
Okay.
We're putting that in
Okay.
I look at Daiya, and I look at
Mm-hmm.
her bag of gold, and I just grab a couple and put them in mine and say, "You're welcome."
I got a dirty 20. Oh, and I turn, as she's doing that, I go, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then I wink at her like so
with like both
eyes. Yeah, I blink at her.
I got a
basically.
10 on my wisdom save, so
A 10.
I got a dirty 20.
Lovely.
I rolled a 19 on the die.
Daiya, you stand at the foot of this cavern, and you hear the wind coming from the other side of the mountain, where the end of this tunnel is, and begin to kind of traverse forward. And as you do, and you're back with your pack, turns and kind of enters line of view of Blossom. Blossom, you feel a grand pull at your psyche. In a brief moment, you hear the sound of fire, and you feel the velocity of something crashing. You look and see there's a small hole in the sunstone, and as you look closer at it, you feel a slight pinprick, and then the sound of fire and the feeling of velocity goes away.
ooh, what the fuck magic just happened to me? This is why. This is why I don't get involved.
And you feel the winds of the cavern before you. As you descend with your team, this group moves through this tavern. It will take probably 30-45 minutes to take Willa's journey, so we will pick up next time on the other side of the cavern. But that will be all
I want everybody to know.
for episode 1.
Yay!
The end!
Yay!
The end.
The end! I need everybody to know I am holding Brock's hand.
Love it. Absolutely. Little elephant
Like
boy.
through the tunnel. I am holding his hand.
And I'm not touching anyone.
He is my responsibility now. I have told
I
myself
will not
that.
touch anyone.
I love him until I meet the New York rat.
Fair.
He's my number
Great.
one.
Do we stop our recordings now?
Yeah. So, to our lovely listeners, we will also be releasing Triple Crit Tidbits, which is a little after show where we'll talk about each of the episodes pretty soon after we record them, just to like have a download on the episode and to talk about our feelings on the things that happened in it. So tune in for that. But for Triple Crit, these are your 3 favorite sweeties signing off.
Yeah. Good night,
Bye.
and also good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you so much for listening to the first episode of Triple Crit. Next week, our after show Tidbits will be out, where we break down why we started, who we are, if we've ever evaded taxes, etc., etc., etc. You won't have to wait too long to hear our sweet, sweet voices again. Special shout out to our incredible composer, Jeremy Weinstein, whose music you have listened to throughout this episode. You can follow him at J_Weinstein_ on Instagram. That's at J_WEINSTEIN_. Please give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast fix from. It would really help our tiny little podcast grow. If you'd like to follow us and you haven't already, our podcast Instagram is at Triple Crit Pod. That's TRIPLECRITPOD. You can follow me at emilou.co. That's EMILOU, period, CO, everywhere that matters. And and follow Dellan at Shellan_Dort. That's SHELLAN_DORT on Instagram. And remember, kids, if you can't make the sunshine yourself, maybe a big rock will fall out of the sky and do it for you. Bye!